So in today's video we're going to be looking at fundamentals of the human resource management. So let's see first what is this human resources. So obviously we know what is a human, that is us, and how are they being used as resources. So if you take a company for example, the three resources which are actively used in a company to produce output is, first and foremost, is money. Secondly, raw materials and machinery and machines. Thirdly, if you see, it's going to be human resources, that is employees. So without this human resource, the other two, raw materials or machines or the capital investment which the company has, cannot function efficiently. So human resource or the personnel working in a company is very essential in order to produce the output of the company, or else the company will not be able to give its quality workforce. So the demand for this human resource has reached its highest peak because all over the world, all throughout the globe, they have started asking for quality work. So quality work in the sense the work performed or the output performed must be up to the range of the competition. So when quality work is required, obviously well efficient human resource is also required for this quality work to be achieved. So this is why human resources came into existence. That is, when a company has started, the three main resources needed is the money, that is capital, machines, and the human resource who empower capital and the machine. That is, capital and machine work because of human resources. If there is no human to operate the machines, obviously the machines won't work. If there is no human to invest the money, obviously a company cannot start. Therefore, human resource as an employee, it becomes essential to start a company and produce an output. Why human resource became important is the demand for human resources throughout the world started increasing due to the quality work and competition. So in order to produce quality work, the human resources has to be used efficiently. Next, with the advent of globalization, liberalization and privatization, namely as LPG, and the creative information, communication and technologies advancement, human resources has paved way for exhibiting a high level of performance in the world. All of this, that is a high level performance of the human resource using the information, communication and technology advancement and globalization, liberalization and privatization of the society, remains a question because the company has to employ this human resource in order to use all these efficient functions of the human resource. So it has to first employ the human resource. But anyhow, the company has to employ the human resource, then only its personnel and organizational objective will be achieved through the human resource. Therefore, the company has to employ the human resources efficiently in order to achieve its personal and organizational objective. Therefore, the survival and success of the company depends upon the employment of human resource. Next, when we look into the definition of human resource, it is given by Professor Peter F. Drucker. What he has said is, man of all resources available to him can grow and develop. The other version of the definition is given by Michael J. Jusius. So he is saying that human resource is a whole consisting of interrelated, interdependent and interacting physiological and sociological and ethical components. So he's saying that human resource is a combination of all this interrelated, interdependent, physiological, sociological and ethical components. So from these two definitions, which is given by Peter F. Drucker and Michael J. Jusius, it is clear that any human being cannot be considered as a human resource. Only a human being with skill and talent can be considered as a resource, and especially a human resource. So any individual cannot be considered as a human resource. Only a person who has skill and talent can be considered as a human resource.